Chapter 8. Logan dragged his feet through the hallway, which felt even longer than before. He clutched his injured left arm, blood still dripping from the wound, leaving a trail on the cold floor. The pain was sharp, but the fear of death kept him moving. At the end of the corridor, he stumbled into what looked like a large, abandoned kitchen. Rusted cooking utensils hung from the walls, and wooden tables were stained with dark patches, possibly burned grease. The overhead lights flickered, making the atmosphere even more unsettling. Logan approached a large sink, turning on the tap to wash his wound, even though the water that trickled out was murky and rust-colored. He bit his lip to suppress the stinging pain. "Shit, this hurts like hell," he muttered, trying to push himself forward. But the moment of calm lasted only a few seconds before he heard something behind him. The sound of metal scraping against the floor. Logan froze. Slowly, he turned his head, seeing a large shadow appear in the kitchen doorway. A clown-masked mascot stepped in, this time holding a spinning circular saw that screeched loudly as it whirred to life. Logan's eyes widened. He knew he was too weak to fight in his current condition. Well, looks like I got lucky. Another prey delivered right to me, the clown mused, tilting its head unnaturally. Fuck. I didn't even get a chance to rest, Logan grumbled, watching in frustration as yet another freak appeared, one that clearly wanted to kill him. The clown didn't attack immediately. It just stood there, head cocked to the side in an inhuman manner, as if savoring Logan's fear. "That wound looks bad," it taunted, its voice low and mocking. "Want me to finish you off?" Logan tightened his grip on the metal pipe in his hand. Even though his body was trembling, he tried to project confidence. "Come on then. If you're so tough, do it." The clown chuckled, its laughter bouncing off the walls like an eerie echo. Without warning, it swung the spinning saw down onto the table in front of it, shredding the wood into splinters. Logan instinctively jumped back, nearly slipping on the slick floor. Then the clown lunged. Logan barely managed to dodge, but the blade still grazed his shoulder, cutting through his flesh and immediately drawing blood. He screamed in pain, stumbling backward, knocking over a rack of pots and pans. The clattering of metal filled the room, adding to the chaos. "Shit, another wound. It's not deep, but it still fucking hurts," Logan thought, keeping his eyes locked on the clown. There was no time to think. The clown attacked again, moving faster this time, aiming the saw straight at Logan's stomach. At the last second, Logan ducked and swung his pipe at the clown's knee. A loud clang echoed as the metal connected, causing the clown to stagger slightly. "Weak," the clown sneered, though its leg trembled slightly. It revved the saw again, this time swinging more aggressively. "Shit, is there some kind of armor under that costume?" Logan wondered as he realized his attacks weren't doing much damage. The clown simply laughed wickedly and advanced at a slow, taunting pace. Logan knew he couldn't win in a straight fight. He scanned the kitchen frantically, searching for something, anything, that could give him an advantage. His eyes landed on an old stove with a large gas tank still connected by a hose. Without hesitation, he sprinted toward it, yanking the hose free. Gas hissed into the air, filling the room with a sharp, pungent smell. The clown stopped for a moment, as if realizing what Logan was about to do. Logan wasted no time. He flicked the stove's igniter, sending a spark into the gas-filled air. Boom. A small explosion erupted, flames quickly spreading through the room. The clown was thrown backward, its saw clattering to the ground. Logan was also blasted away by the shockwave, crashing onto the floor, his body aching from fresh wounds. His ears rang and thick smoke began to fill the space. Heat burned against his skin, pain surging through every part of his body. Fuck. I didn't think the explosion would be that strong, he thought, wincing as the pain settled in. But to his luck, he wasn't seriously injured. No burns, no fatal wounds, just the aftermath of the blast rattling his senses. As he tried to push himself up, he saw the clown was still alive. The costume was burning in several places, revealing melting flesh beneath the mask. A sickening hissing sound escaped from its mouth. "You really pissed me off," the clown growled, though its steps were unsteady. Logan knew this was his last chance. He crawled toward the fallen saw, gripping it with trembling hands. His fingers fumbled over the switch, and the deadly blade spun to life once more, filling the room with its menacing hum. As the clown staggered toward him, Logan summoned every ounce of strength he had left and drove the saw straight into its gut. The blade tore through fabric, skin, and muscle with a sickening crunch, spraying blood and gore in all directions. The clown screamed, a high-pitched, ear-piercing wail that echoed through the burning kitchen. Logan gritted his teeth, pressing the saw deeper, his own voice raw from yelling. Blood splattered across his face and arms, warm and sticky, as the clown convulsed violently before finally collapsing to the ground, lifeless. Panting heavily, Logan let go of the saw, tossing it aside. His body was drenched in blood, some of it his, most of it the clown's. He wanted to cheer, to celebrate surviving, but exhaustion weighed him down. Instead, he just sat there, chest rising and falling rapidly, staring at the motionless corpse. Shit. Never in my life did I think I'd have to do something like this. I actually killed someone. His mind reeled. Just hours ago he had been an ordinary guy heading to a party. He never imagined that he'd be hunted, forced to fight for his life. And now, to survive, he had to kill. For several long seconds, Logan just sat there trying to process it all. He hadn't wanted this. He hadn't chosen this. But if he hadn't fought back, he'd be the one lying dead on the floor. But the nightmare wasn't over. In the distance, he heard footsteps, heavy and slow, echoing ominously through the corridor. A chill ran down his spine. He didn't know who or what was coming. But he did know one thing. He had to get the hell out of there. Shit, there's more of them? Logan muttered, frustration creeping into his voice. With the last bit of strength he had left, he dragged himself out of the kitchen and back into the dark hallway, where another horror surely awaited.